The difference between the mound and the flat ground is dictated by the slope, okay, and how the slope influences gravity on our system. You'll typically see like athletes that go on flat ground will have better connection mentally, how they perceive that, from proximal separation to their timing of the distal. When athletes get on the mound, right, their proprioception, meaning their awareness in space and how their system and their body wants to move, right, is being more influenced by gravity because of the slope, which typically you'll see athletes feel disconnected from proximal separation to their distal. And so usually when athletes express that feeling or they're coming to me with that concern, what that tells me is that they're not, one, stronger and more stable than the forces of gravity, but two, neurologically, they need to get more comfortable by learning how to basically leverage the slope and the gravity, where yes, like on flat ground, you might feel better, but because there's no slope, you're able to more just connect, your lower and upper half and your distal, segments. So again, like that is the biggest difference between the two. So I do think like with athletes, they need to balance both of these guys out like throughout the week. If you're doing just too much flat ground work and not enough mound work, you're going to feel more disconnected on the mound. And if you're doing too much mound work, well, now you're not really taking, maybe management of workload in consideration. And it's not demonizing the amount of time that you spend on the mound. That's where we make our money. But if you're not managing the intensity and the volume of the workload, then that could be an issue too. But athletes should be balancing both of these guys out optimally throughout the week in order to feel connected.